Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the post-race conference from Silverstone, my favourite race. I'm going to keep mentioning that as much as I can because no one ever believes me. My name is JB. I was joined by Kitten on the comms, which everyone was very excited about. Kitten, how was your first time commentating with me?
I had the time of my life. Gotta be honest, JB. It was a thrill. Um, I had to take some anti-anxiety medicine to chill my heart rate down a little bit. And that's how excited I was. Uh,
Oh, that's kind. Um, well, the top three in that race were, in fact, C3's Badfast and Iroll, who actually all joined us tonight. As always, we're joined by Lopez as well, the usual suspects. But we're going to start with Iroll. Now, Iroll, two podiums in a row. You're starting to become a
Yep.
regular up here, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm getting used to it.
So just talk us through the strategy call. You had a bit of a battle with Goto Guy. I mean, some of the moves that Goto Guy was making a
Uh,
little bit controversial.
It was
You want to
Xandemar.
comment on that? Xandemar, sorry, I do apologise.
Yeah, no, that was fine.
Shows
That
what I
was just hard racing, but clean racing. I'm fine with that.
just take us through your race then. Anything interesting happened for the pig car?
it was uh, it was interesting. You did get stuck behind Xander for a bit. Um, you could tell he was harvesting as much as possible, and you just couldn't get. You were trying your best. But for the most part, you had a decent qualifying. Was that P5, P6?
No, it wasn't my best lap.
It
I did
was.
like, I did the red sector on the first one. On the first.
Oh, hate to see it. But you've had a couple good races in a row. How are you feeling for the rest of the season?
Ah, it looks good, man. I think I have the pace. So if I could climb in top five, finishing in the championship, I will be really happy. And why not getting like a P3 for the constructor? That's my goal.
Can you guarantee a win for me?
I will try. I will try.
Good enough.
Okay, so one final question for me, Iro. You battled hard with Lopez that race. Did you ever think that you might lose the podium spot?
I was scared a lot, but I was confident. I was stable, and there was no DRS, so I knew I just needed to do my thing and just keep focusing on my race. And that's what I did. Go to lost it on the last lap. I was very happy about that.
Should probably mention GoTo's in here with us. But well done, Iro, on P3.
Yep.
We'll hopefully see you again next week, as we often do.
Yep.
Get an applause. It's just
Speech.
pause clopping for you. He's done his speech. Moving on to ZX, who finished in P2. It's been a while since I've seen you. How are you?
Uh, yeah, pretty good.
So how was that race for you? I mean, P3 before the last lap, and then became P2. How were the feelings going into turn three at that moment?
At that point, I was just really trying to push because I had a 3 second penalty for track extending. Going side by side, back through mags through back as was not a very good idea. But we'll at that point, I was just trying to gain as much time as I possibly can, trying to track down Freeze, hopefully he makes a mistake or spin out or something. I don't know. I was just hoping or praying or for something to happen to the leader at that point.
So were the rest of us.
But P2, I'll take it. Great race overall for Mercedes.
Kitten, your question time.
I talked to ZX last night. I want to know what his strategy was, how he felt. He felt strong. I was kind of you don't put on team colors in the press box here at Silverstone, but I was rooting pretty hardcore for ZX. Thought he had it. Proved it in the wet weather. Think that undercut might have been a little bit too soon onto the inners, but all in all, good race. You promised me P3 or better, so I'm glad you helped me to it. I owe you something.
Yep. Um, yep. I tried my best.
That's all I can do.
Controversy as Kitten admits to driver coaching.
Oh yeah, definitely. I told him to refrain from the mediums on the first stint, but it worked out with the light rain for Gochu guy.
There's
It's
going to be words later. TCR management are already cracking down on driver coaching now.
Oh my
I
god.
don't want my name dragged into this.
Oh my god.
the poor commentary team. Complete rubbish. Just to say all of that was complete rubbish.
I
Just to
do
make
want
the
to talk.
admins.
I want to talk to Gochu guy though.
Do you? Because so do I.
One because it has a Jets logo. Oh, that sucks. What sucks more is probably spinning out a second place, Gochu. That was tough.
Yeah, I went from becoming a really good race to a bit of a low point there. But yeah, it's pretty disappointing.
So, go to. I believe this is the first time I've had you up here with me. Hello. How are you?
Uh, could be better, but I'm okay.
Disappointed, but not defeated. Are you going to fight back at Super City Monaco that's coming up?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I had pretty good pace in the wet today, so that's good to see. But just got to cut out a few mistakes here and there, and it should be on the way up.
You had really good pace on the mediums on that first stint as well.
Yeah, I was able to keep up with the crowd on softs, which is yeah, it was good to see. So, yep.
We'll get back to it.
How are you finding the Platinum class go to guy? I mean, I believe I commented over you last season as well. But you seem to be the driver that's always in our sights, but normally battling with your team.
The last bit cut out there. What did you say? Sorry.
Sorry, it's all right. Normally though, when we see you on stream, you're very close to your teammate. Does that worry you at all, your pace wise?
No, we do a bunch of practice together, and we're pretty even on pace. So it's good to see both of us doing well in that case.
No worries at all. Thank you for joining us, though. You do still sound a bit defeated, but it's all right. You'll do well.
Thanks.
Oh, where's my pole sitter? Where's my TCR best friend?
I'm right here, man.
Hey, babe, how you doing?
Doing really good, really good.
It sort of fell apart, didn't it, Lopez? The race sort of just fell away.
um, I wasn't really thinking I was gonna win the race. I was hoping to stay very close to Seafreeze, hopefully within 2 seconds by the end of the race. Um, didn't really expect the rain. That was just surprising when I heard Jeff telling me that in 10 minutes it's gonna be rain. So I was hoping that he was lying, like most people do. But eventually it did come. And at the moment, I was fighting with CX, our P2 driver of the day. I would say an incredible fight with the whole podium. I was able to fight Seafreeze at the beginning of the race, which is the P1 guy. CX for almost the whole half of the race. P2, and then Iro at the end, P3. It was basically whoever I thought was going to finish in the podium.
So, me and Kitten spent the whole commentary session trying to work out a nickname for you, and we sort of settled on the Daring Dominican.
That sounds really good. I'll keep it.
I personally said Dominican Demon, but that kind of makes you seem More than you actually are. Um, but no, I mean, Lopez, I was shocked, happily surprised, by your podium, or not podium, but your pole position.
Thank you.
And
We'll take the podium if you're offering it.
yeah, send in your steward reviews as Xandermar, guys. But
Iro was defending really bad. He took off my front wing at the end.
oh, here we go, slap down.
5 second penalty coming in or not?
No, hey, I don't control it. But
I'm joking.
no, but no, that you got off to a really good start. I honestly kind of thought Freak was going to beat you off the start. ZX was really confident with his starts, and you held everybody off for a while. But it eventually evolved into a fantastic battle for the lead during that first stint. Um, you were doing a great job defending pretty much everywhere you could. Was it a matter of strategy, do you think, or was it more of because I know you stayed out a lap longer on those on the softs or on the mediums when it started raining. Do you think it was more of that, or just raw pace from Freeze that beat you?
Actually, it was a soft. I did stay a lap longer, but the mediums, I pitted too early and got onto the inters. But the fight with Seafreeze, I had basically just defended so much, overused the ERS, also a little bit of the fuel, but it was still manageable. Me and Seafreeze did a really good battle. He did get the inside for the penultimate corner and the last corner as well, and that's how he gained the position. But interesting battle side by side, almost the whole third sector. It was. I also kept him behind for a good while at the beginning. So we talked about it after the race. He liked it. I liked it. It was a really good battle, clean, and I made him work for it a little bit at the beginning. So I'm proud that he didn't have that much of a boring race.
It was quite enjoyable too. Those first few whenever ZX was hopping onto the back, and then because it was so hard, you look back and it's like the top seven are all within a couple seconds of each other. So I thank you for that. As a,
Thank you. You're welcome.
of regardless of not finished on the podium, good race, good points.
Thank you. Down to the pole lap. Just want to say that when I saw the numbers in the 126s, I couldn't believe myself being able to put in such a good lap. I had done some out laps in some older tires, and it was just that second sector, I believe, in the third sector where I really put it together compared to the other guys and managed to get that pole by about almost half a tenth. It was really incredible. My first pole of the season, and in TCR Platinum class. Not my first time in Silverstone here in TCR as well. I actually managed to get pole last season in Golden in my first race going back into 2018. Buying the game recently, so really happy, really strong track for me. But gonna try my best for the next tracks as well, and hopefully we can see some more of me.
It sets you up well. I think, regardless of and I said this in the chat, and I think I said it during the commentary that I feel bad for Haas because you guys had a pole and a win pretty much lined up.
Yeah,
It's still shows the raw pace of the team, and as the season progresses, I'm sure you guys are probably gonna get better.
oh
And
yes, definitely.
and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking for more challenges from you, Lopez, and Fredo
Thank you.
at
Yeah,
the
thank
front.
you guys.
Okay, then moving on to Sea Freeze. Well, once his mics are muted, I'll ask him the question. There it is.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hello. Two questions on my part. What color underwear are you wearing this time?
Oh, is this the every week thing? We got black today.
Mm, like your soul.
Mm.
So you said you let them win one, and last week you didn't win. And this week you have win. So are we gonna get three more wins from Sea Freeze before you let someone else win?
I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna kind of dodge the question and just kind of say Lopez that like congrats on the poll because it wasn't a fluke. Obviously, that was a legit time, and I was actually kind of surprised um, about it. But I knew as the conditions were getting better with the track, someone would put in a really good time. And I messed my last one up, so I knew it was kind of vulnerable. But it was a good time by Lopez. I'm happy for him. You know, coming from last year in Golden to get a pole. I mean, that's kind of crazy. But it just shows that he should, you know, especially this track he's really good at. To get the pole was really nice. We had a great battle, really great battle, and he gave a lot of room, very clean. Just shows that could be a top contender, you know, in a couple races time. Um, and as well as ZX also, you're in here. What's up? I just want to say the pace is still very strong. At the beginning, it was, um, you know, I had to work for it. It wasn't easy. So, and then obviously the rain hit and everything kind of, you know, hit the floor or whatever the saying is. So, yeah. But no, it was fun. It was fun beginning. Good battles.
So, you're tipping Lopez to be TCR Rookie of the Season, right?
Yeah, he's definitely better than back there, aka lap 2, aka Jonesy.
I wasn't going there, Jones. I'm still your friend.
But yeah, I would say Lopez has the edge. I would give it to him, but obviously there's what 10 more races left, including Monaco with next week, so or the qualifying event at least. So, but yeah, I would say Lopez is the top rook right now, and he's performing pretty well. Pretty well.
Kitten, it's your turn to abuse C-Freeze. I've had my turn.
Freeze, looked like you were gonna lose it for a bit.
Oh yeah. Oh wait,
when,
sorry.
when
Go ahead.
no, when that rain hit, Fatal had gigantically. How happy were you when you saw that you somehow inherited it?
Yeah, I was. I forgot the rain was gonna come. I didn't think they would be able to go all that long, go to and fatal to the next pit. You know, the next pit stop, as in to go to the wet, so they do one more less. Pit. But at one time, I looked at it was like lap 17 or 18. It started drizzling. I'm like, oh, damn! Like I'm behind Fatal by like 14 seconds, and I'm like, and they have one less pit stop than me, and I saw an Alpha as well. I'm like, is that Goto or Xander? I didn't know which one. So, man, I was kind of crazy, but when I stayed out an extra lap, I did the overcut on Goto. I think he pitted one lap earlier on the inters, and then as soon as it started raining, Fatal lost it, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, I really thought one of them were gonna pull out a win, which would have been awesome. But for them, for sure, because that would have been a really nice strategy call. But
C-Freeze can't share, that's why.
yeah, it's really not. It's not fun sharing.
My trophy.
But next week is Monaco is gonna be pretty crazy. It's gonna be pretty crazy, and then I will probably experiment with the line off after Monaco, because obviously Monaco there's so many points on the board, so uh, you definitely want to just at least finish the race.
Monaco has one line. Monaco has the track. That's the only line you can take.
But, so yeah,
Sit down.
it's gonna be crazy. But after that, it's gonna be pretty cool.
On the subject of Monaco, for those people like Jones who don't understand what's happening, not naming any names, Jones, can you explain a little bit more about what the qualifying event next week is going to be, C-Freeze?
Yes. So I might release another video early next week explaining it a little bit more. But there's no race next week. It's just the qualifying, and that'll set the grid up for the race the following week. So we're gonna have 3 rounds of qualifying. Kind of Q1, Q2, Q3. But you're gonna have a 1-shot quali for each qualifying event. That qualifying will set you up for the heat race. And then that heat race, wherever you finish in that heat race, will determine where you qualify. So it's going to be similar to F1. The last, 16 through 20 will get eliminated. Then 11 through 15 will get eliminated. And wherever they finish is where they qualify. And then the last round is going to be, shootout for the 10, top 10 in the poll as well. So the first 2 rounds are 5 laps each. Last one, the shootout is only 3. So it's meant to be a little bit more chaotic and kind of give someone an opportunity to get good qualifying, as obviously qualifying is everything in Monaco. And there's some points unavailable if you get the fastest overall qualifying lap. Throughout all 3, fastest overall, we get some points. Fastest overall, fastest lap during the heat race would also get some points. And if you win a heat race in Q1, Q2, you get a point. And then the final round pole gets 3, second gets 2, and third gets 1. So there's some points available. And then also, depending where you and your teammate finish, you kind of add up where you finish, and the team, not individually, but the team will get awarded some points as well. So there's a lot of points available. We'll probably go more in depth with it next week. And then for the race, that sets up the race, and the race points are basically kind of double points. Everyone gets points. Winner gets 50, and then it drops down to like 45, 40, and goes down the grid. So there's plenty of points available, and it's going to be chaotic, so I don't know what to expect. So make sure you tune in.
Will be interesting. Just one final question with that. The safety car, I'm assuming, will be off during the qualifying events because, I mean, such short races, won't we need it?
Yeah, I'm assuming, yep. And obviously, if any incidents during the heat races between each drivers, if any, wheel banging happens, they could always submit that, and there's always time to give grid penalties because we don't race for another week. So obviously in those heat races it's hard to overtake in Monaco, but when everything's on the line, everything's going to be pressured into doing things. But yeah, we do have penalties we could award if we need to. But I'm looking forward to it.
What was that, Kitten?
Going to the hairpin. Gotta take some people out. It's Monaco.
TCR does not endorse Kitten's style of driving.
I'm horrified. I'm probably just
Well,
in the runoff area in the first corner. Just I don't.
we are coming up towards the 20-minute mark, so I'm gonna have to cut this one short. Though, thank you so much to all of the drivers for joining us. Seafreeze, Iroll, Lopez, as always, joining us because I need him. Bad Fast, Kitten for joining me and sticking with me from commentary. Go to Guy, and thank you as always, Jones, for recording for us. Really couldn't do anything without you. You always have your mind on the podcast after you finish last and every.
Jesus Christ.
That's harsh, man.
That was really harsh. I
man,
Jesus.
Oh, the producer comes out.
Oh man.
You found me.
Wow,
love me.
JB.
You know you do. I'm your baby.
Hashtag that was rough.
I'm gonna get spanked in a minute. I'm not getting in that car. You keep telling me he's getting out of McLaren. I'm not getting in it.
Listen, Jonesy, we're waiting for you to get up here. You just keep talking. We're waiting. We're waiting for you.
I'm about to get very told off. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week for the. I'm assuming we're doing a podcast after the qualifying event.
Probably, yep.
Should be eventful.
I should hope so. See if I'm still allowed on the podcast after this one. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ta-ra, guys.
Good night.